Hey guys, welcome back, and for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm Shayla here at Virtually Nutritious. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to cut over 200 calories from your breakfast alone. So for those of you who are on a weight loss journey or in a weight maintenance phase and really struggling, these are just a few tips on how to cut calories from just your morning routine alone. Now, don't click away because you thought the title was clickbait. It is titled How to Lose 20 Pounds Without Even Trying, which I will get into at the end of this video after I go over some of my tips and tricks. So make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, please keep watching.
Fighting flames of fire, hang on to burning wires. We don't care anymore. Are we fading lovers? We keep wasting colors. Maybe we should let this go. We're falling apart, still we hold together. We pass the end, so we chase forever. Guess this is all we know. This feeling's all we know.
Summarize some of the things that happened in this first clip before moving on to kind of my recommendations and how to save yourself a few hundred calories in breakfast. So I poured the cereal, filled a bowl up, pretty common. Yes, I overfilled it a little bit for cinematic purposes. But let's just say, you fill your bowl up pretty much the whole way, save a little room for milk. I used whole milk in my cereal, although the label wasn't pictured. Let's just say it was whole milk for purposes. Then moving on to my coffee, I used some heavy cream. I just poured it in there, I eyeballed it, and then I used some Domino sugar. It looks like I poured a lot of Domino sugar into my coffee. I really didn't pour that much. There wasn't a heck of a lot left in the box. But let's just say I used two teaspoons, like a kitchen teaspoon of sugar in the coffee for the calculations at the end that we'll go over. So now that you understand kind of all that happened in that first clip, let's move on to the second one.
We didn't need words to express ourselves. We just like to feel the truth. No, 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 there's no harm, we are not alone anymore. And oh, don't go, we'll be stronger when we love. don't go. We'll be stronger when we love.
Okay, so in this clip you'll see that I looked at the nutrition facts labels first things first and saw the serving size. Now this is appropriate to do with anything because serving size is going to vary product to product. Despite the fact that it's cereal, it's all going to vary. So Smart Start, which is my favorite cereal, is a cup per serving. So I measured that out, poured it in the bowl. I used skim milk in my cereal. I don't measure that, but it's about 4 ounces. I don't drink the milk at the end. I know I should, but I don't. So it's just kind of wet the cereal, but those calories do count. So if you are somebody who drinks the milk at the end of the cereal or uses all their milk, it is a good way to cut calories just to swap out the milk. You're still getting a good protein, vitamin D, and calcium in there. So that's a really viable option for you. Next, in order to, put that volume in my stomach, because if I were to eat a cup of cereal and that's it for breakfast, let's face it, I'm not going to feel full. So I added about half a cup of sliced up strawberries, and there's another alternative for you to do this if you don't want to measure things in the morning. So these are a few tips for you. Cut up a banana or cut up some fruit first, put that in the bowl, and then put your cereal on top of that. Make sure you're not filling your bowl all the way because, as you can see, those bowls can hold like 3 cups of cereal, which is 3 times the amount you're supposed to have. So by starting with a nice base of fruit, you're taking up a lot of that volume, and that way you don't have to measure out the cereal. Another option that I always recommend to my weight loss clients is to portion out the cereal as soon as you get home from the grocery store. If it's a cup, just take out your measuring cup and take out a bunch of Ziploc bags, measure it out, put it in Ziploc bags. That way, in the morning, when you're already a little tired and maybe hit the snooze button a few too many times, you can just grab it and dump it in a bowl and you're good to go. Now, moving on to my coffee. I personally drink my coffee black. I started drinking coffee when I was a little bit too young for drinking coffee, but I wanted to be like the big kids, drinking iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts on the way to summer camp. I used to drink my coffee medium iced coffee, French vanilla, extra, which is extra cream and extra sugar. That's like melted ice cream, for those of you who don't know. Anyways, now looking back at that, I could never tolerate that in my coffee. I need all the caffeine I can get, let's get real. So I weaned myself down off of the cream by switching from cream to skim milk. So I went extra cream, extra sugar to cream and sugar. And then I went skim milk and sugar. And I stayed on that for a while, and then it was just skim milk. And then now I just drink my coffee black, and sometimes, if I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts, I'll get a flavor. I really love the coconut iced coffee. I don't know why, that's like my thing. I've been having that coffee for a few years now, and I still haven't gotten sick of it. So when I'm not having my at-home or at-work coffee, I drink a coconut iced coffee. It's a sugar-free syrup that they use, I believe. If not, it's about 15 calories for my entire coffee, so I'm not too worried about it. But in this video, you'll see that I used skim milk in my coffee. You can use a lot more skim milk than you can cream. And I used a sugar-free syrup. If you do want that sweetness in there, that's a good way to kind of flavor up the coffee in order for you to kind of transition into drinking your coffee a little bit darker or even black. Or if you do need that sweetness of the sugar, try using something like stevia or Truvia. Those are the only 2 sweeteners that I ever, not endorse, but that I'm okay with when clients of mine need something sweet in their coffee but don't want to do sugar. So now that you kind of see the difference between those 2 videos, I hope you think that that's pretty feasible. So let me break it down for you how you can lose 20 pounds without even really trying. Alright, so let's break it down by the examples we used in this video. Coffee, if you're a coffee drinker, you probably drink it at least once a day. So Once a day times 365 times a year, if not more. You know those Wednesday afternoons at around 2:30 when you start to hit that lull at your desk and you start nodding off a little, you grab another coffee. So let's say, for argument's sake, probably have about 500 coffees a year. That's a lot. But for the number's sake, we'll say one a day. If you were to drink a coffee with the skim milk, you can use about 1/4 of a cup of skim milk for 20 calories. And if you're using a sugar-free syrup or one of those artificial sweeteners or something like that, 0 calories. So just in your coffee alone, that's about 20 calories. If you're drinking it black, no sweetener, no flavor, nothing, 0 calories for your coffee. Now, let's talk about the cream and sugar coffee. So for 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, that is 100 calories. 100, really? Wow. For half and half, for 2 tablespoons of half and half, that's 40 calories. So half and half is a better choice. That could be a step down for you. And then 2 teaspoons of sugar is about 96 calories. So your coffee alone is running you about 200 calories, 150 to 200 calories. That doesn't sound like a lot, but when you compare it to 20 or 0 calories, you're using an extra 170 calories. And how much do you really appreciate that? Do you want to run 1.7 miles to burn that off later? Probably not. And let me tell you, if you love your coffee the way it is now, you can love black coffee. You can love coffee with skim milk. Yes, it takes a little while to adjust, but you can love it. You can grow to love it. I love my coffee black. I couldn't dream of having a coffee with cream and sugar in it now. Okay, now let's move on to things like cereal. In this video, I probably poured about 3 cups of cereal in that bowl in the first clip. Let's just say it was 2, double the serving size. That was 380 calories of cereal. Not too bad considering it's a meal, plus the milk. If it's whole milk and you're using about 4 ounces, that's about 75 calories because whole milk is about 150 calories per cup. So that's about 455 calories for a total of about 600 for breakfast, including your coffee on the first clip. Now let's move on to the second scenario where you're measuring your cereal using skim milk and even adding strawberries. So a serving of that cereal is so the cereal with the skim milk is 230 calories, the 190 calories for the cereal and 40 calories for the milk. Plus the fruit, that's about 1/2 cup of fruit cut up, that's only 25 calories. And let me tell you, the strawberries are going to add a lot of fiber and your body is a lot happier the more food groups it has at each meal. And it's going to add a little bit of volume too. So you could have that cereal with skim milk, strawberries, and the coffee in the second clip for 275 calories. Less or about equal to half of the calories as the first option. That saves you about 280 calories a day. Okay, 280 calories, so what? Okay, do you want to run 2.8 miles? Do you want to do 560 jumping jacks a day? Because every 2 jumping jacks is 1 calorie. Do you want to do that to make up for just breakfast alone? I don't. So now let's break it down by numbers. I love to tell my clients who are overwhelmed at the amount of weight that they have to lose that weight loss is just a numbers game. 100 calories a day is 10 pounds in a year, whether it's extra or a deficit. So if you're having 100 extra calories a day, you're gaining 10 pounds at the end of the year. If you're having 100 fewer a day, you're losing 10. And that's simply because a pound is 3,500 calories. So if you're doing 200 calories a day, every day, that's 20 pounds in a year. And this is minimal effort, people. I'm not asking you to go and eat salads and drink green juice and do all this crazy stuff. This is stuff you already are buying. It's gonna last you longer because you're being more cautious of the portion sizes. You know, all that you're really doing is switching the type of milk or cream you're buying. I say that's a win. So yeah, you can lose 20 pounds in a year without really even trying all that hard. It's a numbers game. So yeah, the title, it wasn't clickbait. 20 pounds, 1 year, it's possible and you really don't have to try that hard. It's just about adopting healthier habits. Small, healthier habits. Measuring your portion sizes, swapping to lower fat dairy. I don't think it's all that hard. Do you? Well, that's it for this video this week. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you like my channel and you like my videos so far, hit that little red subscribe button below to get notified whenever I post a new video. I post every Tuesday. So I really hope that you guys did enjoy this video this week. If you want to see similar videos to this, please let me know in the comments below or give it a like, and that will let me know that you love this video. And thank you so much for watching.